Here's something most people won't tell you. The person sitting next to you who always seems calm, they've probably survived storms you can't even imagine. If you've been through hell and made it out, you don't just survive. You develop strengths that most people will never understand. Let me show you what I mean. Psychologist Dr. Richard Tedeschi, who studied trauma for over 2 decades, discovered something remarkable. He found that people who endure serious hardship don't just bounce back, they actually develop what he calls post-traumatic growth. These aren't just nice words. These are real, measurable strengths that completely transform who you become.
So, what are these strengths?
1. You have emotional regulation that's nearly unshakable. When you've already lived through your worst nightmare, everyday stress becomes background noise. Dr. Emmy Werner spent 40 years tracking people who faced childhood adversity. She found that those who survived developed what she called stress inoculation. Think of it like this: if you've already walked through fire, a little heat doesn't scare you anymore. You know how to keep your head when others are losing theirs, not because you're cold, but because you've learned that panicking never helped you before. 2. You develop razor-sharp intuition about people. Psychologist Dr. Judith Herman, who wrote the landmark book on trauma, explains that people who've been through difficult times become experts at reading rooms and sensing danger. You notice the tiny shifts in someone's voice. You catch the micro-expressions that others miss. This isn't paranoia. It's pattern recognition that kept you safe. You developed an early warning system that most people don't have, and it makes you incredibly perceptive about who's genuine and who's not. 3. You possess profound empathy without losing yourself. Dr. Brené Brown, the renowned researcher on vulnerability, points out that people who have suffered develop what she calls empathic concern rather than empathic distress. You can sit with someone in their pain without drowning in it. You know what rock bottom looks like, so when someone else is there, you don't offer empty platitudes. You offer real presence. You've learned the difference between sympathy and empathy, and you know that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply say, "I see you, and you're not alone." 4. You have an unshakable sense of what truly matters. Clinical psychologist Dr. Edith Eger, a Holocaust survivor herself, teaches that suffering clarifies priorities like nothing else can. You stop sweating the small stuff because you know what big stuff actually looks like. That argument about where to eat dinner? Trivial. That promotion you didn't get? Disappointing, but not devastating. You've recalibrated your entire scale of what constitutes a real problem. This gives you a freedom that people who've had easier lives often lack. You know what's worth your energy and what isn't. Here's the truth that Dr. Viktor Frankl, psychiatrist and concentration camp survivor, spent his life teaching. Suffering isn't something to seek out, but if you've already been through it, you have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it forge you into something stronger than you ever thought possible. If you've survived hard times, look at yourself differently. You're not damaged, you're not broken, you're tempered steel. You possess strengths that can't be taught in any classroom or learned from any book. They can only be earned through walking through the fire and coming out the other side. And that makes you rare. That makes you valuable. That makes you strong in ways most people will never understand. Be sure to subscribe and share to someone you know that needs this.